Some places don't just exist. They define the world around them. They are more than landmarks. They are symbols of history, culture, and human ambition, standing tall against time itself. But what makes them so unforgettable? Why do millions travel across the globe just to stand in their presence? Today, we're taking you on a journey to some of the most legendary landmarks on Earth. From the ancient pyramids of Egypt to the towering steel of the Eiffel Tower. From the lost city of Petra to the breathtaking heights of Machu Picchu. These are places that have stood for centuries, watching as history unfolds around them. But beyond the postcards and travel brochures, each of these places holds something unexpected. A hidden detail, a forgotten story, a reason why this year might be the best time to visit. Some are changing, some are vanishing, and some are more accessible than ever before. Whether you're planning your next adventure or just dreaming of one, these are the landmarks you won't want to miss. Number 1 on our list is one of the most legendary human-made structures in history, the Great Wall of China. Stretching over 13,000 miles, winding across mountains, deserts, and valleys, this ancient fortification is more than just a wall. It's a symbol of strength, perseverance, and one of the most ambitious engineering feats the world has ever seen. The origins of the wall date back over 2,000 years to China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, who envisioned a vast barrier to protect against northern invaders. Over the centuries, different dynasties expanded and reinforced it, using earth, wood, bricks and stone to fortify the empire's northern frontier. Watchtowers and beacons lined the wall, allowing soldiers to signal threats across vast distances in a matter of minutes. But the Great Wall is more than just a defense system. It became a symbol of China's unification, a trade route, and even a cultural divide. Today, certain sections remain remarkably intact, like the famous Badeling Stretch near Beijing, which attracts millions of visitors every year. Walking along its stone pathways, you can feel the weight of history beneath your feet. Standing where warriors once stood, gazing out over landscapes that seem to stretch endlessly. For a more rugged, untouched experience, the Jiangsu section offers steep, crumbling ruins where nature is slowly reclaiming the stone. And in Gansu province, remote sections of the wall fade into the desert, swallowed by time. Whether you're looking for breathtaking views, a walk through history, or a journey into one of the most awe-inspiring achievements of civilization, the Great Wall of China is an experience you won't forget. Number 2 on our list takes us to the heart of France, to one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, the Eiffel Tower. Standing at 1,083 feet, this masterpiece has dominated the Parisian skyline for over a century, drawing millions of visitors every year. When it was unveiled in 1889 Fjords, the World's Fair, many Parisians despised it, calling it an eyesore. But what was once criticized as a useless monstrosity has since become the ultimate symbol of romance, elegance, and innovation. Designed by Gustave Eiffel, the tower was originally meant to be temporary, but its unique design and growing popularity ensured its place as a permanent fixture of Paris. The experience of visiting the Eiffel Tower is unlike any other. You can take the elevator, or if you're feeling adventurous, climb 674 steps to the second level before riding to the top. From there, Paris unfolds beneath you, its historic boulevards, the winding Seine River, and famous landmarks like the Arc de Triomphe and Notre Dame Cathedral. At night, the tower transforms into a spectacle, glowing with over 20,000 golden lights that shimmer every hour. But beyond its beauty, the Eiffel Tower is also an engineering marvel. Built from 18,038 individual iron pieces and held together by 2.5 million rivets, it remains a testament to 19th century ingenuity and boldness. Whether you're taking in the view, enjoying a meal at one of its restaurants, or simply standing beneath its towering iron framework, the Eiffel Tower is more than just a landmark. It's an experience, a feeling and moment you'll never forget. Number 3 on our list takes us deep into the Peruvian Andes, where an ancient city sits hidden among the clouds, Machu Picchu. Often called the lost city of the Incas, this breathtaking archaeological site is one of the greatest surviving wonders of the ancient world. Built in the 15th century by the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, Machu Picchu was a royal estate, a religious center, and a masterpiece of engineering. What makes it remarkable isn't just its location, perched nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, but how it was built. Massive stone blocks, some weighing over 50 tons, were perfectly carved and fitted together without mortar. A technique so precise that even today, not a single crack can be seen between them. For centuries, the city remained hidden from the outside world, untouched by Spanish conquistadors. It wasn't until 1911 that American explorer Hiram Bingham brought international attention to Machu Picchu, revealing its incredible temples, terraces, and plazas to the modern world. Today, it stands as a symbol of Incan ingenuity and one of the most awe-inspiring sights on Earth. Getting to Machu Picchu is a journey in itself. Travelers can take the scenic train ride from Cusco or challenge themselves with the legendary Inca Trail, a multi-day trek through breathtaking landscapes, mist-covered mountains, and ancient ruins along the way. And when you finally arrive, standing at the sun gate as the morning light spills over the stone ruins, it feels as if you've stepped back in time. Every stone, every terrace, every pathway tells the story of a civilization that once thrived in perfect harmony with its surroundings. To walk through Machu Picchu is to witness not just a lost city, but a living testament to human ingenuity, endurance, and connection to the land. Number 4 on our list brings us to India, where one of the most breathtaking architectural masterpieces in the world stands, the Taj Mahal. A symbol of love, devotion, and artistic perfection, this white marble mausoleum has captivated travelers for centuries. Built in the 17th century by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, the Taj Mahal was a tribute to his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth. Stricken with grief, the emperor ordered the construction of a tomb unlike any the world had ever seen. It took over 20 years, 20,000 artisans and materials from across Asia to complete, resulting in one of the most exquisite structures ever built. The Taj Mahal is an architectural marvel, blending Persian, Islamic, and Indian styles into a single harmonious design. Its massive white marble dome, flanked by 4 towering minarets, reflects in the surrounding pools, creating a vision that changes with the light. At sunrise, it glows in soft pinks and golds. By midday, it shines pure and bright, and under the moonlight, it takes on an almost ethereal glow, as if suspended in time. Beyond its beauty, every detail of the Taj Mahal carries meaning. The intricate floral carvings, the verses from the Quran inscribed in black marble, and the perfectly symmetrical gardens all reflect the Mughal vision of paradise. And at the center of it all lies the tomb of Mumtaz Mahal, forever resting in the monument built out of love. A visit to the Taj Mahal is more than just seeing a landmark. It's stepping into a story of devotion, loss, and the power of human craftsmanship. No matter how many photos you've seen, nothing compares to standing before it in person. Number 5 on our list takes us to the heart of Rome, where one of the greatest symbols of ancient civilization still stands, the Colosseum. This massive amphitheater, built nearly 2,000 years ago, is a testament to the power, ambition, and ingenuity of the Roman Empire. Commissioned by Emperor Vespasian in 72 AD and completed under his son Titus, the Colosseum was designed to be the grandest arena the world had ever seen. With a capacity of up to 50,000 spectators, it hosted gladiator battles, wild animal hunts, and dramatic reenactments of famous military victories. It was a place of spectacle and brutality, where warriors fought for glory, freedom, or survival under the eyes of roaring crowds. The architecture of the Colosseum was groundbreaking. Its intricate system of underground tunnels, known as the hypogeum, allowed animals, fighters, and entire stage sets to appear as if by magic. Its tiered seating and massive stone arches ensured that every spectator had a clear view of the action, a design principle that still influences modern stadiums today. Though centuries of earthquakes, fires, and looting have left the Colosseum partially in ruins, walking through its ancient corridors still evokes a sense of awe. The worn stone steps, the towering outer walls, and the vast open arena all serve as a reminder of Rome's enduring legacy. Standing in the Colosseum, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the clash of steel, the roar of the crowd, the weight of history lingering in every stone. It remains one of the most visited landmarks in the world, a place where the stories of emperors and gladiators still come to life. Number 6 on our list takes us to Brazil, where one of the most famous statues in the world towers over Rio de Janeiro, Christ the Redeemer. Standing 98 feet tall atop Corcovado Mountain with arms outstretched in a gesture of peace, this Art Deco masterpiece has become a global symbol of faith, unity, and resilience. Completed in 1931, the statue was designed by Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa and sculpted by French artist Paul Landowski. Constructed from reinforced concrete and covered in thousands of soapstone tiles, Christ the Redeemer was built not just as a religious monument but as a beacon of hope, watching over the city below. The journey to the top of Corcovado is an experience in itself. A scenic train ride winds through the lush Tijuca National Park, one of the largest urban rainforests in the world. As you ascend, the city of Rio gradually unfolds beneath you. Copacabana Beach, Sugarloaf Mountain, and the sprawling neighborhoods that stretch along the coastline. When you finally reach the summit, the view is nothing short of breathtaking. From here, Rio de Janeiro seems endless, a vibrant mix of ocean, mountains, and urban life. Standing at the feet of Christ the Redeemer, visitors often speak of a feeling that goes beyond sightseeing, a moment of stillness, of perspective, of being part of something greater. Beyond its religious significance, Christ the Redeemer represents the warmth and openness of Brazilian culture. Whether you visit at sunrise when the first light bathes the statue in gold, or at night when it glows against the dark sky, one thing is certain: this is a landmark that leaves a lasting impression. Number 7 on our list takes us deep into the deserts of Jordan, where an ancient city carved into rose-red cliffs has stood for over 2,000 years, Petra. Once a thriving trade hub of the Nabatean civilization, this lost city is one of the most breathtaking archaeological wonders on Earth. Petra's entrance is as dramatic as the city itself. To reach it, travelers must walk through the Seek, a narrow, winding gorge with towering sandstone walls that rise over 250 feet. As you move through the shadows of the canyon, the anticipation builds. Then suddenly the path opens, and there it is, the treasury, Petra's most iconic structure, glowing in shades of red and gold. But Petra is much more than just the treasury. This vast city was home to temples, tombs, and an advanced water system that allowed the Nabateans to thrive in the arid desert. The monastery, a larger but less visited version of the treasury, sits high in the mountains, accessible only by climbing 800 steps. The royal tombs, carved into sheer cliffs, house the remains of Petra's elite, and deep within the valley, the great temple and ancient theatre stand as reminders of a civilization that once flourished here. Despite centuries of abandonment, Petra still feels alive. The wind moves through the canyons, the light shifts over the stone, and the silence carries the echoes of a lost empire. At night, the magic deepens. Candles line the Seek, leading visitors to the treasury under a sky filled with stars. Number 8 on our list stands in the waters of New York Harbor, welcoming millions to the United States for over a century: the Statue of Liberty. A universal symbol of freedom and democracy, Lady Liberty is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. A gift from France to the United States in 1886, the statue was designed by sculptor Frederick Auguste Bartholdi and engineered by Gustave Eiffel, the same mind behind the Eiffel Tower. Made of copper and standing 305 feet from base to torch, the statue was built to commemorate the enduring friendship between the two nations and the shared ideals of liberty and justice. For generations, the Statue of Liberty was the first sight of America for immigrants arriving by ship, a beacon of hope for those seeking a new life. Inscribed on her pedestal are the famous words from Emma Lazarus's poem, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." These words transformed the statue into more than just a monument. They made it a promise. Visitors can explore Liberty Island, walk around the base, or climb the 354 steps inside to reach the crown, where narrow windows offer a unique view of the New York skyline. From here, the city stretches out in all directions. The towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, the bridges connecting the boroughs, and the endless waters beyond. Whether seen from a ferry, the pedestal, or up close in the crown, the Statue of Liberty stands as a reminder of the values that define America. It is not just a landmark, it is an idea, a symbol, and for many, a dream realized. Number 9 on our list takes us to the sands of Egypt, where some of the most mysterious and awe-inspiring structures ever built still stand, the Pyramids of Giza. Rising from the desert over 4,500 years ago, these monuments to the pharaohs are the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. The most famous of the pyramids, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, was the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Built with over 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, its construction remains one of the greatest engineering mysteries of all time. How did an ancient civilization without modern machinery move and stack these massive stones with such precision? Theories range from intricate ramp systems to lost construction techniques, but the true method remains debated. Nearby, the pyramids of Khafra and Menkaure stand as part of this vast necropolis, guarded by the enigmatic Sphinx, with its lion's body and a human face, believed to represent Pharaoh Khafra. The Sphinx has watched over the pyramids for thousands of years, its gaze fixed eternally on the horizon. Walking through Giza feels like stepping back in time. The scorching desert sun, the towering limestone blocks, the hieroglyph-covered tombs hidden beneath the sands, all tell the story of a civilization obsessed with eternity. At sunset, as the golden light washes over the pyramids, it's easy to understand why these structures have fascinated explorers, archaeologists, and travelers for centuries. The final destination on our list takes us to Australia, where one of the most distinctive and celebrated buildings in the world stands against the blue waters of Sydney Harbour, the Sydney Opera House. With its sail-like design and striking silhouette, this masterpiece of modern architecture is more than just a performance venue. It is a symbol of creativity, ambition, and the spirit of a nation. Designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon, the Opera House was an architectural challenge unlike any before it. Its signature shell-like roof, inspired by nature and geometry, pushed the limits of engineering at the time. Construction took 14 years, and when it was finally completed in 1973, it was hailed as a triumph of design and innovation. But the magic of the Sydney Opera House isn't just in its structure, it's in what happens inside. Home to world-class performances in opera, theatre, and music, it has hosted some of the greatest artists in history, from classical symphonies to contemporary concerts. Its stages bring together cultures, art forms, and voices from around the world. Visitors can admire its beauty from the outside, but stepping inside reveals even more. Grand concert halls with perfect acoustics, intimate theaters, and behind-the-scenes tours that explore the history and vision that brought this landmark to life. And at sunset, as the golden light reflects off its tiled shells and the city skyline comes to life, it becomes clear why this place is more than just a building. It is an experience. A visit to Sydney wouldn't be complete without seeing this iconic landmark. Whether you're watching a performance, walking along the harbour, or simply taking in its architectural brilliance, the Sydney Opera House is a reminder that art, innovation, and imagination can create something truly timeless. From ancient wonders to modern masterpieces, these landmarks are more than just places. They are stories written in stone, steel, and history. Each one offers a glimpse into the past, a celebration of culture, and a reason to explore the world with new eyes. Which of these landmarks will you visit first? Or which ones have already left a lasting impression on you? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. There's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, and we're just getting started.